guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I was away last week. I missed you guys though. So in today's video I am going to review, kind of give you my first impression, the look, everything of me using the Carli Bybel palette with Anastasia Beverly Hills. I know I'm a bit late in the game. It's been out for like since last year, but I just recently got it and it's such a stunning palette. I am actually feeling really disappointed I didn't get this palette before because the colors are so nice and the pigmentation is insane. Today I think I pretty much used the whole palette. Extremely super critic about this palette. It has so much fallout. I did my my foundation first and I thought I'll do my eyes and if I'll go and do the rest of the base later. And I had to redo the whole foundation because the fallout was insane. And I don't know if I should have just sprayed my brushes when I went with more like a shimmery shades, or I should have just used my fingers or to avoid the fallout. But still everything went on really nice. The blending is so smooth and it was so easy. Insane, absolutely insane. Overall I really like the palette. I actually love the palette. The color combinations are really nice. This shade is my favorite shade right now. It can be quite overwhelming and you probably will be scared to use this shade because it's so bright, but it is so nice. Oh my god, I just cannot explain to you how nice this color is. I am actually thinking about it while I was doing the look. I was actually thinking about it, doing the whole look using this color, so you can see how easily you can use this color and you can still wear the look as well. So my favorite shade is in shimmers, the OA shade. I'm going to show you guys. It's absolutely stunning. That's the one I'm wearing on like outer part of my eye and it's so beautiful. It goes on so nicely with the brush, with the finger. So nice, and it pops out so much. It's so beautiful. If you were thinking about getting this palette and you are still thinking and you haven't got it, I'll highly recommend you to go get this. I actually got it like 2 weeks ago I think, and it was on sale on Sephora's website from $60 to $40, so you'll be saving $20 on this palette. I don't know if it's on sale now or not while I'm filming this video, but I'll definitely check this out for you, and if it is on sale I'll let you know in the description box below. But this palette is definitely worth it. So if you want to see how to create this beautiful, more of a blue glittery shimmery eye, just carry on watching this video. And before you leave, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, so every time I'm posting a video you will get a notification. And if you are already subscribed, thank you so much for your continued love and support. Let's not waste any more time and get into this look. Love you all. Take care. Bye guys.
Hey my lovelies, so we are going to begin with brows for this look. I'm actually going to do my brows first before I do my primer. For my brows I'm going to use my foolproof brow powder from Benefit, and this is in shade number 5. And for the brows I'm also using my Benefit brow brush. This one is super duper good when you do that, when you want to do that precision work. It's really nice. It's such like the tip and the density of this brush is amazing. It's one of my favorites to do my brows, especially if I'm using a brush. And now I'm just cleaning up some excess product around my brows, and I'm also going to carve my brows with using a concealer as well. For my primer I'm using this Rodial glow drops. These are illuminating drops primer, you can say. This is really good when you want your skin to look a little bit extra illuminating and glowing. To fill my pores I am using my Tatcha silk canvas primer. Bear that in mind, the Rodial primer doesn't cover your pores at all, so if you have a larger pores, you have to use a second primer. I'm also going to do a little bit of a color correcting, not color correcting, I'm actually going to fill my dark circles a little bit before I go with my foundation. And for this, I'm using my Maybelline Master Chrome eye corrector, and this is in shade just orange, and I'm applying a very small amount of the product. This product is very pigmented, and it's very intense, so use it a small amount, a very small amount, and just use the brush to blend. And I'm also going to do a little bit of a color correcting around my mouth. I'm also applying this on like on my upper lips. I have been going through a laser lately, and what happened with laser is, in between appointments, when you have to like shave your face and everything, you tend to get a little pigmentation. So that's what's happening to me. I'm going to set my color correcting first with a very small amount of translucent powder. You can use any powder. I just use the Too Faced mattifying powder. And for my foundation, I'm using this Becca Cosmetics full coverage foundation. This is my second time using this foundation. I received a sample for this foundation. First of all, it's not my color, that's for sure. It's very light, so I have added a little bit of a MAC Cosmetics Pro Longwear in there just to give a little bit more warmth. Adding a darker color foundation or concealer really does the trick when your foundation is too light. However, this particular foundation I didn't have in darker shade, so I did add a darker concealer. Still, I have a mixed feeling about this particular foundation. I have to do a little bit more digging about this, but it kind of like made my face very dry looking. Maybe, I don't know, my face is over exfoliated or something. That's probably why, but I have to give this foundation another try. Now we're gonna come to the point when we using the highlight product of this video, which is the Carli Bybel palette with the Anastasia Beverly Hills collab. And I'm picking up the shade Bybel first, and I'm going to apply this as my transition shade, and also going to use this for my outer V as well. So I'm gonna go pretty heavy hand with this shade. It's just not gonna be like only a transition shade. It's also going to be like the outer part of my eye. Now I'm picking up the shade, what is the shade name? I'll write down all the shades in the description box below as well. It's the shade right next to the OA. It's a very nice blue tone shade, and it has pinkishy reflexes. Like when you see in the pan, it really does look like it has like some pink sparkles in it. I also applied the shade OA on the outer part of my eyelid, and also to just like to create a outer V. Now I'm just smoothing out all the edges before I go with another shade, and I'm making sure everything is looking nice and smooth, and also like a more of a radiant like gradient effect. So I'm picking up the shade Step from the palette now, and I also applied that in the outer V of my eye, and to deepen my crease. For my eyeliner, I'm using my CoverGirl eyeliner. This is my favorite drugstore eyeliner right now. It's just so good, and it's super easy to use, and it's very black, like super intense black. Now I'm going to take my Josie Maron Vibrancy Argan Oil Full Coverage Concealer. This concealer shade is very close to my own skin tone, maybe like slightly darker than my own skin tone, so it works really well to cover your dark circles, or where you don't want too much brightening. I like to use this particular concealer. Even if I'm doing a spot concealing, I like to use this one because it really does match with my own skin color. And for the rest of the face, where I want my face to look a little bit more brightened, I'm using Benefit's Boeing Cakeless Concealer, and this is in shade number 6. The Josie Maron concealer was in shade medium. I'm going to apply this on all the high points of my face, or all the areas which I want to bring forward. And I'm going to apply this not like too heavy hand. You want to go, this particular product is really like thick and intense, so you don't need a lot of product, you just need a small amount. And now I'm going to blend this with my beauty blender, and I am only keeping the when I do my blendings lately for my brightening and everything, I only keep the blending where I apply the product. The whole idea for you to apply the product in certain area is so that is the only part of your face which is brighter, not everywhere else. For my bronzer, I'm using my Milk Makeup matte bronzer, and this is in shade Baked. This is a super duper good bronzer. It's one of my favorites right now. I don't know when I will find another product which is as good as this one, but for now I am obsessed over this. And I'm applying this with my Zoeva buffer brush, and I'm going to apply this on all the areas which I want to be more defined, like all the halo of my face, so wherever I have any shadows going on. And I'm also going to use this as my nose contour. For my lower lash line, I'm using the shade Stev first, and I'm going to apply this pretty heavy handed. I'm really going to smoke this out quite like heavy handed, and I'm gonna go quite low to my lower lash line. And I'm also going to diffuse this out with a shade Cindy, which is a really nice peachy orangey shade. And I'm going to apply the shade Boli in the inner corner of my eyes, or to highlight the inner corner of my eyes. And for the waterline, I'm using this Benefit Cosmetics Highbrow eye pencil. This is in a very nice intense kind of like pinkishy white shade. It works really well for this whole look, because I just didn't want my eyes to look small. I wanted them to look really big, and by putting a white eyeliner on your waterline does the trick. To set my bronzer, or just to say a little bit more warmth, I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Sculpt and Highlight palette in shade Medium. For my blush, I've used Tarte Cosmetics blush in shade Party, and I'm picking up the same highlighter shade from Charlotte Tilbury palette and applying that on all the areas where I want to be a bit more glowing. For my lip liner, I'm using by Terry lip liner in shade Perfect Nude. This is almost finishing, and it started to give me a little anxiety now, because this is one of my favorite lip liners, and like nude lip shade is so good. For my lip cream, I'm using Revlon Ultra HD lip cream, and this is in shade Forever Eternity. This shade is insane, guys. This whole thing is insane. For a drugstore brand, this lip cream is so good, and its shade is stunning. This is my go-to right now. I apply this all the time, pretty much try to put that with every single look. And there we go. Hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you have any questions, leave them in a comment section below, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye.